Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cinelinks.com, and happy May the 4th be with you. Now, I thought I'd do a little something special for the channel because we are celebrating Star Wars week here. So, I decided to maybe pull out my favorite 10 Star Wars The Black Series characters. Now, this is not just mine. I polled a couple of friends of mine who are also collectors. And it's not necessarily a 10 to 1 ranking list, but it's ones that I like from top 10. Now, I got everything laid out here except for Jabba because I hate that figure and it's buried in a closet and there's no way it's going to make my top 10 list. So anyway, guys, let's get to it. All right, starting off the list, I had to go with Han Solo and the Tauntaun. Look, I really like this set just because you get this cool Tauntaun with it. It was hard to find, and I like Han in the Hoth gear. Yeah, he does have some problems sitting on, but they did really well with, just getting him on there as best you can. Yes, some of the goods, the plastic goods like the coat, get in the way. But it's still a cool set, and I'm glad I was able to find it, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Next up is my boy Chewbacca. Now look, I like this guy because he was a larger scale figure that we got for the same price as the other figures in the line. They actually changed the packaging. Chewie changed the game and they changed the way the packaging goes for this figure. And I like him a lot. He's nice and big. The fur is done very well. His bowcaster is done good. And yes, he did get a repaint in Force Awakens. I did not get that one, but I like this one most of all. So yeah, Chewie is definitely one of my high picks for the Star Wars Black Series line. And I guess it shouldn't have been that far off. At number 8, it is Han Solo. And I like the original incarnation of Han Solo. And I think this one was done fairly well. It captures Harrison Ford in the, his younger days. He's got that lanky appearance. It just looks good. And with all the accessories he comes with, the holster, everything was just done so right on this figure that I can't help but put it in my top 10 figures. And number 7 on the list, I had to go with IG-88. Look, this was a character that was pretty much static in the series. We didn't really even see him moving around. Even the figure that we got back in the day was just a skinny, lanky figure that barely stood up. This guy takes all of that and does it so much better. Maintaining that skinny appearance with some posability and some rubber goods covering up the joints, this guy is a no-brainer. He is definitely my number 7 pick for this list. Number 6 on the list, I had to go with Rey because also she came with BB-88, and Rey is our hero, so she was like a sought-after figure, and of course, people didn't know she was the hero. They kind of, kept that under wraps a bit, or tried to at least. But also, this is the only way you get BB-8. Now, there were some things I would have improved with this figure, but I like it because it's setting up a new genre, a new hero, so Rey holds a special place in my heart on this list. At number 5, I'm going with Boba Fett. He was just very well done. The cloth goods were good on this figure, and there were 2 ways you could have got him. You could have gotten him as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I did not. This came off the shelf. But just the molding, the armor, all the little details on it, it gets the character. I like it. So this is on my list at number 5. At number 4 on the list, I had to go with Jango Fett. I know it's kind of not fair that I went with one Fett to another, but this figure was actually very well done as well. The armor looks good on him. It actually looks better than Boba because I like the weathering and the paintwork was so well done. With his 2 accessories, the jetpack, Jango Fett is definitely one of my favorites, and that's why he comes in a little bit higher than Boba just for the paint apps and a little bit more posability. I really like this figure at number 4. My number 3 figure, somebody might disagree with me, but I had to go with R2-D2 because he just comes with a lot of accessories. The third leg is extendable. He has all the little panels, the little switches on top, the little hatches that open up, a lightsaber. He's just a very cool little figure, and I love R2-D2. I know I paid $20 for this little thing, and you know what? I was very happy to. Next choice on the list was Bespin Luke, mainly because I really like this version of Luke in Empire Strikes Back. I like this uniform. I didn't like the yellow jacket. I wasn't a big fan of the farm boy look. I mean, I like Return enough, but this one just really spoke to me. He had the blaster, and plus he had the cooler lightsaber, I think, from the X-Wing Luke. So, yeah. This guy is my number 2 pick on the list. Before I get to number 1, honorable mentions, I want to include the new Stormtrooper design because this ushered in a new era. I love the way the Stormtroopers look. This is not the San Diego Comic-Con version. It's just the regular release version. And I included Finn in here just because I really like the look of this. It's not that narrow-eyed or cross-eyed Stormtrooper design. This looks cool, tactical, and these Stormtroopers rock. And my number one on the list, Constable Zuvio. Yes, Constable Zuvio, the hero of The Force Awakens. I'm kidding. My number one pick is Darth Maul. Look, Darth Maul had the posability. He had the lightsaber that split in the middle. He had the extra head that gave us the rubber cloth goods. This figure had a lot going on for him and was in the first release. So I gotta give it props because, I mean, look at that face. This guy was so worth it at the time. Yes, he had a couple of joint problems, but, you know, I went out and found another one and, you know, QC issue. So this is definitely my number one figure just because so much was going on with this guy. And he has just the detachable lightsabers, separating in the middle, the different head. Darth Maul is definitely my number one pick, and plus the posability. Now, if you could just start giving these guys double jointed elbows, I'd be a very happy man, Hasbro. All right, guys, hope you appreciate that. This is a hard shot to set up for getting everything out of the case and up here onto the table. Now, I know some of you might disagree with it, and if you do, go ahead and go to the comments below and let me know which ones I'm missing. I do know I'm missing a couple of figures. Get up there. But not that many, and of course, I am missing the ones out of the new line. So, yeah, when I get those, maybe this list will change, but right now, currently what I own, those are my favorites. So anyway, happy May the 4th be with you. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, visit Cinelinks.com, and go to our Kickstarter, Cinema of Attractions, on Kickstarter right now. Help us out. We're trying to give you guys a new game. But anyway, until then, keep on nerding.